Chris is here. Chris is here. Let's turn it a little bit.
It's that track strap.
Somebody check if we're on, if you could hear us. Yeah, please.
Check 7.
Just ask that.
Check 6.
Check. Let's say maybe if one of you guys want to have your phone up to see if anybody puts comments in there.
Sure.
Yeah, live on Facebook.
Facebook, yeah. Can you hear it? Can you hear me? Okay. Check. Yeah, but can you hear us? So you can hear me through the mic. Okay, cool.
You can check yourself.
All right, what's going on? Turn Two Terribles here. We're right here at Port Royal. Thanks for checking us out. We are getting ready for. We got a
weird fan.
This is tape delayed for the F word.
We're live here at Port Royal for Tuscarora 50. It's getting hot. It's getting sunny, which is a good sign, maybe. I don't know. You're a little.
Like, creates instability in the atmosphere, Chris.
Chris is wet. We've been having a great time all weekend, even despite the weather. We got a great race in last night.
Definitely watch the highlights. Earl Hoon.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Definitely check out the highlights if you haven't already. Last night, Tyler Courtney grabbing the win and a really good, really good feature. Lance DeWeese charging up to second. Logan Wagner was right there. Zeb Wise and
Lance at the end.
yeah.
I mean, it was a battle. I mean, Aaron Reitzel, Tyler Courtney, Zeb Wise. Really, those three were sort of the class of the field early, and Lance just did what he does at the end of these features and was coming to the front. And as was Logan Wagner. I mean, they had a battle themselves between just those two, and it was a hell of a battle between all of them. At one point, Courtney went 3 wide and went from third to first in off turn 2. So, Courtney. One thing I noticed all night was Tyler Courtney just aggressive. That was the word of the night for me. For him, was just aggressive from the heat race on time trials, great lap, and then in the heat race, just doing everything he can to make every pass possible to start closer to the front. I think with the Outlaw or the All-Stars history here and the struggles himself and then all the others, I think it was imperative for him to do those things, to be near the front, to have a shot. So, it worked out. I was concerned a little bit about tire wear maybe, but it was a fairly short race and it ended up being fine. I looked at his tires in victory lane and I didn't see any concerns at all. So we'll see what the surface looks like tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely the best Tyler Courtney's ever looked here. I think he's been up and down with some struggles here. It's never really been his track, but he looked really good last night. He charged up through. He was fast all night. Aaron Reitzel looked like the car to beat most of the night. And then he had a tire go down, I believe, and then Devin Borden hopped it and took both of those guys pretty much out of contention late in the race.
He was super fast early there and really looked good. Once he kind of lost the lead, it looked like he faded some before the tire went down. Maybe that was the tire going down. Hard to tell from where we were sitting, but it was a hell of a battle up front. And for a little bit there, I thought it was going to be an all-star sweep of the podium. I was a little concerned as a Posse fan. That would have been not ideal for sure at Port Royal, because that's not happened. Outlaws or otherwise, I believe.
No, I don't think so. That's definitely not with the All-Stars. I don't think
not
so.
The All-Stars for sure. So, Zeb Wise looked strong again. He battled it out there at the end for a third place, and he looked like the class of the field for a while. It seemed like it went in waves between Tyler Courtney, Zeb Wise, and Aaron Reitzel, and it just kind of how it shook out at the end with tires and things happening. It was entertaining for sure.
I think last night too, that we saw is a lot of cars ripping up top. And it looked like guys that were throwing sliders left that lane. I don't think we see the same courtesy tonight. They just bumped it up to 60 grand. I don't think we see them leave any room. You know what I mean? I think you're going to see some pretty good, some doors shut real quick.
Yeah. If we thought last night was aggressive at times, tonight's going to be a whole nother level, I believe. And, if however guys treated last night to tune up, get ready, be good at the end. However they treated last night, it's just going to be turned up into a whole nother notch tonight. What would you think, Chris?
Man, you guys hit it all on the head. Like,
Okay, good.
everything's good. Like,
Thanks for coming.
I'm just burning up here. I have no sunglasses. We're just hanging out.
Chris is
Figure it out,
dying
bud.
slowly,
Trying to.
It's hot. It is hot out here.
So
It's pretty. We're sweating a little bit, but
sweating out all of yesterday. Now,
yeah,
I asked 3 people for sunglasses, and they're all just staring at me with them.
we do have a little bit of a crowd behind us, so
In
it's
front of
pretty
you?
cool.
You don't
In front
wanna
of
see
us,
that.
I guess you don't. Want Yeah, behind the camera.
There's definitely a pile of glow sticks. We don't know what happened.
there was a lot of activities last evening and went into quite the early morning this morning. Also, as a side note, whoever stole our banner can go
Yeah.
rot in hell. So we had a T2T banner here at the campsite, and it disappeared during the feature.
That
last
was going to
night.
be the backdrop to this, and
May you rot in hell with our banner at your house somewhere.
yeah, go fuck yourself.
Pretty
How
much.
about
Say that. That's hateful.
No,
Yeah.
it's we can say that.
Who wins tonight?
Who wins tonight?
Going right at it here.
Yep.
Chris said, "I'm out."
Chris is dying over here.
So,
Man, who wins tonight?
I don't.
This is harder than I thought
I
it
want
would
to
be.
say the Ruts
The Ruts
Racing shirt.
they win.
The shirt is winning. No, we're not winning.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Then?
Just the shirt's doing me a lot of favors right now. It's so thin and
So
nice.
who's winning? Who do you think?
Lance DeWeese wins tonight, 39M, over Anthony Macri. A little controversy, but I think Lance looked really good last night. Oh baby!
I think Deweese, Macri, and Logan Wagner all take each other out in a heap in like entering turn 3 somehow.
So Brian Monteith won Tuscarora 50. Danny Dietrich has not.
That is a wild one.
It's crazy. Did not either. So we were touring around, and you read the back of the shirts. Like 2016, Brian Monteith won Tuscarora 50, and Danny Dietrich has not, from my understanding. That's pretty crazy. It's today.
I didn't even know you raced
I
there
didn't know
enough.
that.
That's what Brett and I say.
Was it like a makeup feature that no one was here for?
Why are you so mean to Brian Monteith?
Well, because I've watched him race.
But you're not.
I mean, I don't.
Anyway, the key is Danny did not win Tuscarora 50 yet. It is today. He's down there working.
He looked all right
him and
last
Jake.
night.
Jake down there working.
He charged up into the
This
top
might be
10.
he's won the National Open. I guess it's probably the other one that should be circled for him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It has
it
to
has
be.
to be right. Like, I don't know. Danny here, he has a setup a lot. He can run the wall. I don't think he runs it aggressively as, a Macri and a Marks and, some of these guys who like rim riding. It's not that he can't get up there, but I don't know if he makes the same speed like a Borden when he does run it. So it's like, is the track? I feel like it's got to be the perfect combination of factors.
Starting earlier, if we don't get any more rain, and we're starting earlier, a little more sun time, I think it's going to be slicker. And that middle line that he runs, Lance runs, is going to come in.
Gonna come in, not be worse.
Hopefully not. You never know.
That's what you're hoping.
I hope Lance wins.
I mean, as of 3:30 this morning, they hadn't touched the track yet, so I don't know what has gone on.
They have touched it since then.
They have
It looks really touched now.
really touched,
Really touched it.
extra touched,
So touched.
so touched. I'm touched about.
Look at that.
Oh, look,
Covered in clutch with
the
the
assist,
Bro,
the Trogue sunglasses. Oh, look at that!
Seen that
Instantly,
Yo.
instantly cool. Can't get much better than that. What do you think, Jimmy?
Lance, he took my pick. I just think this race sets up the way he looked really good last night. They had that middle bottom working better than anybody else. It's a 50-lap race. You can't change tires. I just feel like it plays into his hand. But someone like Brent Marks, I think he's definitely a guy to watch.
it's kind of good.
He's pretty good. You know what? And the All-Stars look good. Zeb, Tyler
Okay.
Courtney.
Time out. We got to look at why is Brett chewing his fingers off so nervous for us right now?
He's very nervous for us.
Buddy Brett Parago from the show.
He's over here, so you all can't see it.
Hell of a weekend for himself. I gotta be
You guys, he's over here nibbling all of his fingertips off, watching us.
He
being
looks like he's
weird.
Sleepy. He needs a nap.
He hasn't slept more than 6 hours in 3 days.
No, he's
Yeah.
been going all weekend.
He's been on a
Died yesterday,
bender.
and
He was drinking a White Claw at 3 a.m. this morning.
allegedly.
Say allegedly. No, I saw it.
Yeah, he saw it.
Well,
He was going to use
guilty as charged.
the trash can toss.
We had to go to Lewistown because Brett needed his glow sticks.
We have 3,000
So, like-
sticks.
Right, takes the bread. So, Carmen, if you're watching, Brett has been a really good boy, and he loves glow sticks.
Turns out. There
And
is photo evidence of it. But anyway,
Yep, see, look, glow
So-
stick.
my thought on tonight, 50 laps can't change tires.
Yeah.
I believe it plays into the hand of the posse because of the experience running here. Even if 50 laps we don't do it often, it could be a tire conservation type race. It's it obviously is split in two, but it's saving a tire, make changes.
Also, just have more familiarity with the track, knowing how it might change.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I was talking to some people last night watching Brent Marks in that feature, and he started 9th, fell back to like 15th, and ended up 8th.
Yeah.
Was he working on that for tonight on the second half of the race type deal where I want to be good at the last of this thing, hold some track position, obviously. If he has it, hold track position and be good in that second half, have enough tire left and charge to the front. So, Port Royal is definitely a place where you can make up a lot of ground in a short amount of time with dirty air, with running the wall. Guys make a mistake and the momentum is killed. So you can make up a lot of ground in a short amount of time. So I think it does play in the hand of more of the posse guys. But at this point, Tyler Courtney and Zeb Wise, I can't count out either of them anytime they show up lately.
Zeb's looked really good. Just in general. I mean,
Fast everywhere, every day.
Yeah, everywhere, every night. They really turned a corner. I feel like midway at the midway point of the season. And he's definitely one to watch, especially if if they can time well. I think pill draw is going to matter a lot tonight.
Well, if they do in groups, I mean, I don't know the exact format, but if they do in groups, they're timing against a group.
I think they do. I think they split it in 2 flights tonight.
Just 2 flights.
Yeah,
traditional. And shame on me for not knowing the exact format, but
yeah, the format's a little bit different.
48 cars last night? We
Yeah.
know we lost at least one.
Zach
Yeah.
Hampton is in Ohio.
But we're gaining one with Troy Wagaman.
And may pick up AJ Flick. I think they may have said they're coming.
So we'll have close to 50.
Take their chance. So yeah, if they split that in even 2 groups, you got to kind of keep an eye on the track and the times as you go through hot laps and early time trials and see if it changes. And I'll be honest, last night was a ton of fun watching them in time trials rip the fence.
Yeah.
You can inject that right into my veins. I'm here for that because time trials here, okay, but they rarely have a sense of danger. And last night, not that it was dangerous, but it was fun watching those guys rip the fence in time trials and see who can get the most out of it. And who was it? Zeb Wise at the very end.
Yep.
Tyler Courtney.
Yep.
Devin Borden.
Zeb
Brent was 4th. Zeb was the last car out in that quick time. So, and smooth and straight on the top. Like, I think
it's so thin. 1 and 2 had a decent cushion, but it's so thin up in 3 and 4. If you can hit 3 and 4, up against the fence there, you could gain a ton of speed.
Yeah.
But it's so razor thin. You saw Aaron Reitzel last night lose the lead because he just bobbled in it. And you saw it countless amount of times.
The guys were really hitting the fence in 1 and 2 where I was standing. There was a couple that really pounded the fence, and the 2 that stood out to me were Reitzel and Macri, and they had tire issues. So, or more. I don't even know. And more. Ended up in more. So I think it's gauging that risk reward, and that's the best Port Royal when it's that way.
Yeah, I agree.
How's it going over there, bud?
So Brett Perigo is scheming up something over here.
In the background, no one can see this.
Right. I'm just making sure we're not getting attacked.
We're not going to get attacked.
He has glow sticks in hand.
We don't need glow sticks.
He's using solar panels to charge glow sticks, I think. I don't think it works that way.
I really want that air conditioner, though.
Yeah, anybody have their phone up and see if we got any comments or anything from the chat?
I don't know.
I don't
know.
Can we have that air conditioner?
No, we don't need it. Toughen up, bud.
There's 12 comments, but I can't see shit. Jaden said yes.
Jaden said yes. Thank you, Jaden.
Jaden said yes. Aunt Bay said nope. Can't hear you. Talk louder.
Can't hear.
Aunt Bay, why don't you hear anything?
David Smeal, also AKA
We do not care.
the Steel City Seaman commenter on YouTube, is here.
I want to know why Aunt Bay is not here doing shoes. You shitting me?
Well, I think they were supposed to run Georgetown.
That's fine.
Jaden asked if we're all going to be at the Natty.
Yeah,
Of course.
I live there.
Chris lives at Williams Grove.
It's my house.
Amanda Brow said Brent Marks tonight. Szerzinski said Lance will win in the rubber.
I don't know if it's going to rubber. Maybe.
Where's Baylog?
Kimberly Teresa said you guys are sideways. I don't know what that means. Kim, what does that mean that we're sideways?
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Oh yeah, but we're also
Aya Bay also said.
Oh, look at
Oh,
we just got
guest host.
we got
guests.
we have guests
Andy
here.
Bay, Jordan Easter.
Bring the banner back.
Yeah,
Justice for the banner.
bring the banner back. Have you seen her? Have you seen our banner?
Have you seen my friend Brett?
Surprised Chris didn't bring a wing panel to hang in the
Where's
background. We could have hung it on the telephone.
well, I didn't win the AJ Flick drawing.
Yeah,
tried.
so I would have stolen it.
That's true. They would've
And
sold
Fred
it.
Putney said our video is sideways, which, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, we're kind of limited with technology out here in the wild.
You guys using an octopus
So-
to that thing up.
It is. It's kind of like an
The
octopus.
critter that Brett saw on Thursday night. It is now holding on.
Allegedly. There was critters running around here. He
Allegedly.
may or may not have been seeing things.
Where's the hat? Get the hat. Brett won a hat.
Oh, yeah. When do you get Brett Perrigo in here with his hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, get
At
your hat.
the
Last time
fair.
I saw Brett was like 3 o'clock with a white claw. So
Junior at a
I'm
fair.
going to see Jeremy.
How did you sleep for 9 hours? How did that
I
make you
didn't
feel?
sleep for 9 hours.
I
Oh,
slept for
There he is.
Yeah,
it was like 3 days.
You guys stand right.
That's the critter hat.
There he
This
is.
is Perrigo, the wingless super sportsman driver.
Yeah.
Connoisseur. Won this hat at the Junior Fair. What were you doing to win that?
I hit the hammer.
He dropped the hammer.
Drop the hammer.
Got a 500 score.
It's about time he dropped the hammer.
He is a stud. Like,
Got it. Just asked if you were Tony Jackson, and we said no because Tony Jackson wins.
They destroyed us like cornball. Oh, okay.
This game is so fit.
Yeah.
So
Here, we have some guests. We
Yes.
want to know who you guys think
Yeah.
is going to win the
who's your picks tonight?
Brett Marks.
One win.
Brett Marks,
Brett Marks.
Logan Wagner.
Logan Wagner.
Lance DeWeese also. But
Can't win. They both can't win.
okay, I picked Brett Marks.
Okay.
Dylan says he's gonna win then retire.
Oh, Mayor. Retirement tour.
Calling his
Mayor.
shot.
That's a good pick actually.
Drop
If
the
he
mic.
wins,
You guys
Tuscarora,
pick
is it gonna be? If so, if Dylan Cisney
Yeah,
wins, is it Fred Raymer style national open stuff?
He said himself
I'll
if he
take
wins,
it,
he's
yeah.
retiring.
Pick Brent.
You're taking Brent.
Brent.
JC's taking Brent.
There's a little bit of
Dylan
bias.
Cisney wins. His 2013 national open. He's gonna.
What's going on, sir?
How you guys doing?
Good.
How you doing?
So this is a famed member of the Beer Hill Gang, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're live on Turn 2 Terribles podcast right now.
Oh, yep.
You're live on Facebook. Introduce yourself.
Luke Messimer. I'm from towards Sillins Grove, Pennsylvania.
Who's your pick to win tonight?
Well, hope it lands DeWeese.
If it's not Lance, is it just a posse member?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
That's what, I mean, it has to be, right?
Yes. I just want to, if you're watching, I just want to say hi to Jim Chanos if he's watching, Dave Stewart, all the Bear Hill Gang members.
We'll have to, if you have
I hope
to
they're
share the stream.
Yeah, share the
to Beer Hill.
stream.
I guarantee
Tag your boys in it.
some of those guys are
They'll get-
watching
they'll
also.
get to the shout out. I didn't get to share today.
Yeah,
from
we.
all my normal channels. So shout out to Beer Hill Gang. Are they gonna? You got merch here tonight? You guys have it?
Possibly Dave Stewart might possibly come up tonight, but
Okay.
possibly.
All right. But Natty Open's coming. What do you think? Were you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're a couple-
Yeah, we got the chili cook-off coming up.
Yeah.
We got the chili cook-off coming up. That's going to be in a couple weeks.
Do you have a kickball tournament this year?
Yeah, no, we're gonna probably have a kickball game coming up, probably.
Okay. Yep. Kim's a veteran of the kickball tournament.
Shout out to
Yeah, we got a kickball game coming up. Plus, I thought, like I said, the chili cook-off's coming up. My buddy, Jim Chanos, he's in charge of that this year.
He took over this first year for that, right?
Yes, he did. Yep.
You're running that.
Mm-hmm.
How many contestants are we expecting?
Oh, probably at least 20, probably.
Oh, 20. Man, I gotta do that. I gotta go try it.
Yeah.
That's like 9 a.m. Saturday morning, right?
Yep.
And kicks off.
Seems really
Get down-
chilly.
Right there in the Hour Pit area. That's us.
Just the kickoff.
Right there in the Hour Pit area. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the pit area or outside?
Well, it's in the Hour Pit area where usually the 358s are at.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Good. And then if you want to sign up and bring chili, how do you do it?
Well, you probably have to have a.
Or is it too late?
Well, I'm not sure if it's too late. You probably have to get a hold of Jim probably and
Okay.
ask him probably.
I did see the post. I'll find the post again
Yeah.
and I'll share it
Sure.
to our page.
Yeah.
Big event.
Hey, we'll try.
Yeah. It's going to be Saturday morning at 9:00. Usually the chili cook-off's going to be.
That sounds like a good breakfast.
Why do you have sticks on your shoulder?
Yep. And usually you can get a sample for like a quarter.
What's
You,
that?
you can probably get a sample for a quarter probably.
quarter, a sample.
Yeah, for chili.
You know
Yeah.
how the voting works? Then you take the sample and you
Or
vote.
you have
Yep.
specific judges.
Yeah.
Actually, the question is, are you a judge?
No.
Why not? Who are the judges for the chili cook?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Yeah.
So, has anybody ever been a repeat chili cook-off champ?
Not that I know of.
Man, we got.
Ain't no
What do they
Derek
win
Fox
if they
there.
win the chili cook-off?
I guess there's some kind of big trophy with this, I guess.
Really? They get their name put on it and stuff?
I don't know.
Goose spelled with 2 O's. Top Gun reference? Nobody? Goose. Goose?
Yeah.
Well, I just want to give out shout out to Beer Hill Gang. Hopefully they'll get this racing tonight.
Yeah,
there.
thanks
Yeah,
for stopping by.
Hey, you have the problem.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we're gonna get this in. I think it was smart they moved it up about an hour. I think it would have been better if they could have moved it up to like maybe like this time we were pushing out for hot laps. But yeah, I mean you kind of have to find that balance, and you know it was a late night last night and everything, so don't put it in my beard.
Guys. Late night. That's
We're playing mud ball
What's
at
this?
3:30.
late night.
Port Royal Surface was min at 3 a.m. this morning. We were out walking around the track. Oh, sorry about that.
Sources today that the line to the trash can was much farther than it was last night.
I'm telling you what, that was a long toss. That empty beer can challenge toss, and we were betting on it.
Called for a false start, but I didn't see the actual official telling me that. It was just Brett.
Kevin Nouse was the official
He's the line.
starter, and he did not
He's-
do any false starts, but
Him.
watching. Sorry.
We love Kevin Nouse.
Can you grab me another one, please?
Ooh, beers.
Okay, we're being
Can you give more
assaulted.
beers?
Can again? I need a refill.
We're being assaulted.
Yeah.
Bush Peach. Thank you, Miss Kim.
She has air conditioning.
Hydrated out here today. It's getting.
It's getting weird, boys.
No.
Our crowd
You want
is.
anybody want 50-50?
50-50.
Hey, we're at Port Royal live on Turns to Terribles. Buy a 50-50 ticket.
Buy a 50-50 ticket.
Port. It's
Find
gonna be a
a nice lady.
big month tonight. Chris, do you want anybody want 50-50?
No,
We're
we're
good.
finding the nice
Thank
lady,
you.
the Juliana County Veterans Queen. Yeah, she's a nice girl.
Oh yeah, there's a new Miss Port Royal get crowned tonight, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I believe.
Not Kim.
I
Kim
believe
got voted out.
Miss Port Royal gets crowned tonight, so keep an eye out for that. They're down to 3 contestants. I think we're the finalists. You can go vote. I don't know when the voting ends exactly. It may have already ended, but check out the Port Royal Trackside Media Facebook page for that if there's voting left, and keep up with social
Thank you.
media sites for all the updates tonight. If there's any weather delays or any of that crap happening, 60 grand to win. Yeah, it bumped up from 56
56 to 60.
courtesy of JNS Classic.
Yep.
JNS
Mike
Classics.
did it last year, right?
I think it did get bumped up last year as well.
Or
So
was it JNS last year?
JNS did it last year as well.
yeah, shout out to them for sure. So
Have fun.
See ya.
that's big money for the All Stars. Is that the biggest All Star sanction?
Well, was it 60 last year too? So this would
What if
probably tie it.
of
Yeah.
their year is this? the
Yeah, I
biggest
think so.
All-Star?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
So here's a good question. Here's a good question. When does this race surpass National Open in terms of money? Do you think it happens?
I don't think.
Do you think it gets up above 75 at some
I
point?
think Port Royal's people are aggressive enough to do that.
Yeah.
I think Williams Grove is stubborn enough to make sure that they just keep beating them,
Well,
which is good for everybody.
yeah, it would be good.
Ish.
You know, yeah.
Because I mean, if someone's gonna do it, it's gonna be the Port Royal.
Yeah.
What Justin and those guys are doing promotionally, Thursday was a bad time.
Yeah.
Bad luck. It just didn't work out.
Who knows what announcements will happen tonight? Maybe that's in the works already.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
don't
know
know.
What I'm
anything.
saying is, if there's a team that I trust to push the limit, it will be Justin and the guys here doing their thing. Steve O'Neill and everyone.
For sure. No, it's already a crown jewel. We all know that. It's a crown jewel of this region. And listen, there's guys that have traveled in. Brian Brown's not an all-star, but he's usually in this time of the year. There, guys travel in for this race, and all-star sanction. Obviously, the Outlaws being on the West Coast would hurt anybody that else potentially.
Yeah.
But I think that who knows whatever happens there. But usually during the event, sometime tonight, they announce what's happening next year. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows if they have the sponsorships and
56, right?
Yes. So next year,
7.
57.
I think 60 is the magic number. If they're they're aggressive, they'll do something. But I think ideally for them, kind of like Knoxville did with their 50th, 60th Tuscarora 50, they should probably go 100,000. Done.
I mean,
If
probably
they
should or
if they
can,
if they
right? Yeah, I mean,
They
I,
should, if
yeah.
they can.
so and hopefully there's a great crowd tonight. It was a little thin last night, I think, and
Yeah.
kind of expected with the iffy weather. And it's not that it's any better today.
Well, let's say the kick.
I would say it's a lot better today, to be honest.
Well, the weather, I mean,
Yeah.
just the weather outlook.
Camping from last year to this year was lighter this morning. We talked about it. It's filling in now, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's here. They're still.
Yeah, it's starting to fill up. If you're at home right now thinking about coming, get here because they're gonna get this in tonight, and it's gonna be a great
It's only
time.
open for another half an hour.
Yeah.
So
Racing's at 5. You got plenty of time to get here. Yeah.
the biggest letdown of the weekend so far is they ran out of turkey at the turkey stand yesterday. They ran out of turkey. They went through 30 turkeys yesterday. They ran out of turkey. What time did we go? Like 5?
Yeah, it was like 5 o'clock.
Like 5 o'clock maybe.
Yeah.
They were out of turkey. So I still had church stand beef, and it was phenomenal. I didn't need to eat till today, so
It was going to be. There's no turkey today when he gets here.
it has to be. It's early. It's 2 o'clock.
We have plenty of
Wait,
room.
He's supposed to come, yeah.
Well, I call him a little bitch. And yeah, he said he is.
So that's all it took. We do that on the daily.
Right. I say, when you getting here, little bitch. And then he goes, I'll be there around noon.
Oh, okay, cool. Noon. It's
But he was
1:30.
leaving at noon.
Oh, he's about here then.
So I really kind of hope he's watching.
Yeah, there's definitely more of the Turn 2 Terrible / our PA Posse iRacing group coming up today. Troy Wagaman's coming up. Buddy Ryan Smith, not the driver Ryan Smith, but the other driver Ryan Smith. So no, it should be a great night, and hope for the best weather, and cross our fingers that we get this thing in and keep it rolling. It's beautiful right now.
Yeah. I think even if we get a thunderstorm, I still think they're starting it early enough. It as long as we don't get like a quarter inch, half inch of rain, I think they can run it back in, and we can we'll get it in. I
think they'll do everything they can.
Yeah.
Looking at tomorrow doesn't look
No.
at all promising.
And then and if you can't get it in tomorrow, then you start looking at probably Outlaw Weekend again. I don't know what other weekend they can do.
Showdown becomes Tuscarora 50. Which
No.
Nobody would really want that.
for Donnie Schatz, because he did it. He won it last time. So
He did, didn't he?
he is that guy.
He is,
He is him.
Well, just hope for a wide racing surface tonight and something like we had last night, because we all want to hear Earl Hoon get fired up. If y'all didn't go back and watch the replay of the feature last night, listen
I don't
to
know if
Earl's
this-
excitement.
Hold on. I don't know if this will work.
See if you can get it to work.
See if I can get it to work.
If anybody has heard this, tell me what you thought.
If this works.
We're gonna see if we can replay this.
baby, things are dang good can last. Take that spot away now.
Maybe not.
I don't know if it played or not, but
I love it. Here, it was kind of like Chet. It was a Chet style call. Like, oh baby, like, oh baby.
Well, and the excitement was kind of in a nutshell what that race was last night. The whole feature was exciting. There was battles throughout. It was tight racing. It was one of the better races of the season here.
Yeah, and like the one thing we give Earl a hard time at times, but his excitement shone through last night. No matter, it was organic. Like he wasn't pre-planning what to say or how to say it. Whether you liked it or you didn't like it, it was organic emotion, and that it portrayed it was standing there, not hearing that live, standing in the infield. I didn't hear what he was saying, but knowing how I felt watching it, hearing it back then makes a lot of sense because it was that good. So
Speaking how he would have been if he was us in the infield.
Yeah.
Like, oh baby, here we go.
and then that late restart when Lance lines up second. I mean, everybody was just on the edge of their seat, like here at Port Royal.
The place would explode if he would have won last
It
night.
was when they went side by side off of 2 down into 3. They were side by side, and I looked over at the crowd, the infield, and then up on the front stretch, and people, just the amount of hands in the air, cheering him on to take the lead and win that race last night was insane. So, Posse might be used to winning here, but they'll still burn it down when they win. So,
I do want to go back with that to Brett's pick. If Dylan Cisney does win tonight, and I think he could. Yeah, he said if he wins, he's retiring. So that's what Brett says.
Oh,
dude, even if that wasn't the case, if he were to win the Tuscarora 50, it would be right there with
Monday.
every bit of Freddie Raymer winning the National Open.
Monday when he won the Labor Day Classic was very popular. You
Yeah.
can just put that on steroids if he were to win tonight.
There, but like, dude, that would be the biggest win of his career, obviously, and he's a good guy.
100%. I mean, just
I'm burning it down.
it's a storybook. I mean, you couldn't write it any better.
This campsite, if Dylan Cisney wins.
Burn down our T2T sign.
Oh, we can't even burn the T2T sign because somebody took it.
All right, what else, guys? It's hot.
Yeah. Well, dark horses. Let's just.
Dylan Cisney. We already covered this.
So you're going with Cisney. I'm going with Devin Borden. I think he's. I know he's track champion and everything, but you don't think of him as. I do think he's
But
a
in a
dark
big
horse.
show like this with this competition, this level, I want to see it. Right? I want to see it get done. And track champion's fine. We've had track champs not win these races, which hey, it is what it is. This would be a show. He's on the map. People know the name.
Well, I mean, picking Dylan Cisney as a dark horse is the same as picking Devin Borden. He just won on Monday. He just won on Monday, Cisney did.
Devin Borden is a dark horse until he gets it done.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it's overdue. He's young. He's
Yeah.
not. He doesn't have 20 years in his
He's
game.
not a favorite. He's not a Courtney, a Wise, a DeWeese, a Wagner,
Brent
a Marks.
right.
You know?
My dark horse is
Macri.
Mike Wagner.
Ooh, yeah.
He is good when it's slow. He's good when it's been fast this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, second in points, is that a dark horse? Is it good enough? Second in points?
I actually like that more than Borden.
But Borden, honestly, realistically, but dark horse, but yet realistically, that you could see winning is Devin Borden.
Yeah.
I mean, with his performance this year, recently even, and consistently here at Port Royal this year, it's not crazy, but yet it is a dark horse because he just hasn't done it.
Yeah, and
He shows.
you know, he's won 25 lap features here. Going 50 is a totally different story.
Sheik Nugget, Mike Wagner, some cool stuff we saw Thursday night. Him and his wife and Logan are driving around old throwback T-shirts they had. It was the coolest thing.
Oh, that confirms he's going to win. So
It was the coolest thing. And they were selling gloves. It was awesome.
completely random.
I know. That's what we're here for.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
You're an amoeba.
That's
I'm a
Chris has been an amoeba.
He's OG
Yeah,
amoeba.
the OG amoeba.
The OG amoeba.
Don't worry, guys. Eagles are going to lose tomorrow.
Okay.
This is not a football podcast.
So, yeah, I think that's it.
Did you have a dark horse? Cisney.
Dylan Cisney,
Yours was Borden.
Borden,
I'm Mike
Wagner. So, I think those are guys that are a little bit outside the realms of favorites that could definitely get it done.
Fringe.
Yeah.
Dark horse.
You know, if he doesn't jump a start.
Yeah, if he doesn't jump that start last night, he didn't have to go to the B main.
I heard there were issues with the starts after that. Then
That sounds like
I heard there were
Kevin Nelson.
comments being made. Let's just say it that way.
In any case, if Brian Brown were to win, I think it's a dark horse pick. But I think this place would also
It'd
be
be very popular.
It would be big.
Yeah, I
Because
think
Brian
so.
Brown's a good guy, and
We have those guys that come in here that end up being
he's popular.
outsiders but favorite. Outsiders but favorites. Rico Abreu, Brian Brown,
Yeah.
Brady Bacon when he would come in for Speed Week.
Yeah.
Definitely crowd favorites, and it wouldn't be. No one would be disappointed. I mean, there might be some disappointment, but it would be a very popular win.
I think if we don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what
Shut
you're talking about.
If somebody like Aaron Reitzel,
Hey, but
Tyler Courtney, I think it's the total opposite.
I don't know.
Reaction.
Right, you can almost take as a dark horse because what's he done?
Yeah, I mean, he was fast last night. I mean, it's
I know, but it does last night.
and he's won this race.
Was-
Coincidentally,
last night
he won
partial-
it 4 years ago.
But
This
does
is our
last,
4th anniversary.
but
And
does last night's partial performance take him out of dark horse into like favorite category?
Aaron Reitzel is-
I think you could. I think Reitzel's more of a favorite than Borden.
Do we want a Knoxville guy named Aaron Reitzel to win this?
No,
No, but
I didn't even want to go to Victory Lane and take a picture.
my
He won
point.
that race.
My point is,
So shaded.
we're talking about the place exploding for some of these guys. If they were to win, I think you would get such a negative reaction
This place
if
is-
it was total opposite.
There wasn't even a negative reaction to Tyler Courtney last night.
No.
If it's Reitzel, it's going to be.
And we also got done seeing a great race, so that
Also,
helps. You know,
Does Freddie Raymer do something today?
does he make the feature?
Really struggle
He's
in that,
so
in that
good
B
at
main. Yeah, I think they struggled getting this place figured out, and it wasn't even that it was overly fast, and there were all the comments and all the hate that he gets.
Right.
I just don't know if he has a feel and a comfort for this place, and it's just not a style.
One time he was fast, quick time, and it rained. So God's not on the side here.
I mean, he did time well last night, but the heat didn't go well. The B didn't go great. You know, I think
he's so good though at driving a sprint car.
talented.
He's gonna figure it out. Like
They just got to get it where he's comfortable and can go do what he does. You know. Yeah, and even Danny is the dark horse for me. He's not a favorite.
Yeah,
I'm in that category. Yeah,
dark
Danny's
horse,
low end favorite.
We may not have picked him, but he's a guy that would fall into that category for me. And we all know he's top 3 posse guy, but not at Port Royal.
Yeah,
Right. He's a great top 5, 8 driver here at Port Royal.
He could win. I would not be surprised. He could finish 24th, and I would not be surprised.
I would be shocked if he did.
Yeah.
You're a hater, so you're a Danny hater.
No, it's not even that. It's just because there's
Come on.
so many other favorites that I would put ahead of him.
Port Royal didn't necessarily match his driving style, which is a weird thing to say because he drives a lot sort of like the Lance here, but the laps and the experience Lance has, gives him something. It gives him something,
favorite, in my opinion.
Yeah. After last night, I mean, because I think going into last night, he was definitely going to be a threat because he's so good here. But him and the 39M haven't won yet, and
knocked on the door.
He got real close last night. Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, Borden got him a white flag lap. We know how good the 39M is here. We know how good Lance Luis is everywhere.
It looks like they're starting to hit it now. Yeah.
I think they figured out what Lance needs and vice versa, and how to
put it all together.
So,
Smil, what's the score?
28-7 Penn State. Let's go.
That's what we expected. Is it halftime? Not even halftime yet. That's about what we expected, right? They were 24-point favorites?
they're playing a blue hen.
22. I get it. Thank you, Chris. Anyway, so here's my thing, though, that I was just thinking about and watching last night. Watching Tyler Courtney run the line that Lance runs. Now, Tyler Courtney was able to rip the fence. We know that. But when he made his passes and was running down Zeb and
in the middle,
it was in the middle of the racetrack. He was able to drive that car to the middle of the corner and keep it down in the middle and drive off the corner with the same momentum without having it killed. It reminded me of what Lance Deweese does here.
Yes.
And that could play huge
it was super
into
impressive.
him,
Really
into his chances tonight.
So with that, talking about Tyler Courtney, I feel like nationally, I think he's kind of overlooked a little bit. He's Kings War winner, and
just because the injury,
just in general, people don't seem to give him the same respect as even we obviously pour on the posse guys, but he could run an outlaw schedule with that car and they would be competitive.
Maybe we don't hear, but nationally, I think he does because he can go show up to an outlaw race and be competitive. They talk about him going on tour into this year and they didn't, but he's absolutely in that conversation of top guys in the country.
England's world, I just think he gets. I mean, I do it too. He overlooked a little bit.
I think he gets overlooked when he comes in the PA.
Correct, because he hasn't had this overwhelming success.
He just goes and wins all the All-Star races and does his deal,
and then come here and we struggled a little bit. Right?
But it's because
but
outlaws do that.
Consistently, year in year out, we've kind of kicked the All-Stars ass for decades.
The only pilot other than Tyler Courtney that could stop it was Dale Blaney. So. Forever. So.
But even when they came around, he didn't win tons of races here.
One that broke the streak. So
I understand, but for years it was the All-Stars are here. They're a traveling series and they're going to get beat up on.
Yeah.
So I think when you come to Pennsylvania, I think we all know he's a threat, but maybe he's broken through a little bit here, and now you have to go. He shows up. He's a guy to beat. Right.
He's definitely a favorite tonight too. Behind
for sure.
Yeah.
It would him Zeb cleaned it up. They got that routine car they got going and.
I mean, let me ask you this. If you take Zeb and Tyler Courtney right now, are they the strongest top 2 All-Star contenders that they've ever had?
Yes.
At the top of that, at the same time.
Because otherwise you had Dale Blaney beating them up.
You had Reutzel beat up for a couple years. But was there a second that was
no,
could go out and compete with each other at this level?
Every night, in out.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, Reutzel and Zierfoss the 1 year. We're back and forth a little bit, but Reitzel pretty much dominated that. Yeah, a little bit. But he was. It was those two guys. Like they were the top
Yeah,
two
but
guys
still.
a couple years ago.
It wasn't like this.
Not like this. No.
I think these
I
two
agree.
are as good as it gets. I mean,
The
you
All-Star
put them in
show,
the top drivers in the entire country.
Yeah.
They're top at the very worst, top 15 for both of them.
Worst.
At the very worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I
don't know.
couldn't-
I don't know if they get out of the top 10 right now.
I was gonna say, I just put that number out there. I don't know if I could name 8 other guys that you think could beat. Right, they'd all in there's a little pocket there. I think Sheldon on back.
Yeah, and when Zeb first got into this ride, it was a little bit like, okay, a little slow start. We were sure, and all of a sudden it was like the switch flipped, and man, they have been on kill.
Yeah.
And it's been fun to see. I'm glad the Rudine car is running well up front and dominant at times. I think it's fun to see, and the potential and the effort that they put in as a team and matching that up with Zeb. So pretty exciting. Also, side note, Buddy Kofoid winning last night.
Yeah.
Outlaw race. So that was pretty cool to see. He's been running up front a lot and hasn't closed out these races and finally got one last night. So that was cool. We were still wide awake when that was happening. So,
You guys can't see it, but
congratulations. But Brett Perigo may be dead in front of a tent here. So,
He's just taking a nap. Leave him go.
Blazing sun just laying on the ground.
He's gonna get sunburnt.
oh man.
He got 3 hours of sleep and
He
is
also
now
did this
caught up.
last night. I did the same thing. Hey, got him.
Oh,
He's waking up from his slumber.
Freddie.
Perigo zombie.
Anyway, what else? We got here. We're here all day.
I guess so. Yeah, we're here. Definitely, if you're thinking about coming to the track, definitely get out here. It's gonna be a good time tonight. This is definitely one of the best races of the year, and we'll pick it back up. Maybe post race, maybe Monday, maybe something. Just keep an eye on our socials.
Keep an eye out on social media for some breaking news on
Oh,
Monday
yeah.
in the sprint car world.
Yeah.
And it involves a local team.
It does.
Little preview for you. So keep
How
an
about
eye on
that?
social media.
We also have T-shirts.
Yes, we do have T-shirts.
They
Where
do.
Those didn't get stolen.
Hey, where can you find us? Will we be in
They found a banner.
turn 2?
We will be in turn 2.
We have the T-shirts, all the sizes, small 2, 3X. You guys know.
For Ryan Smith. I'm waiting for Ryan Smith to get here. I was told.
Yeah. I already asked him where he was.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
he's listening away here.
Thanks for everybody coming in. If you
Yeah.
were here, if you weren't here, we weren't able to see comments today. I
We
looked
will
at a few there, but
respond to that.
appreciate you all coming. If you watch this, if you watch it later, we appreciate you. And
If you
Hopefully
are here,
we'll-
come find us.
yeah, if you're here, come say hi to us.
Yeah.
It'll be awkward because we don't know you, but
No.
come say hi anyway.
Pretty weird, so it's fine.
Yeah, we are just a little strange.
And there's a dead body there. All right.
Thanks, guys.